Welcome, dear one. I am so glad you are here with me today. Take a slow, gentle breath in and let it out with ease. Right now, in this moment, there is nothing you have to do, no one you have to be. You are simply here, listening, allowing yourself to receive. This is your time, your space, a soft corner of the world where you are safe to just be. Whatever you are feeling, it is okay. If your heart feels heavy, if your mind has been restless, if life feels a little too loud, this is the place to set it down for a while. You are welcome here exactly as you are, and you are deeply loved. Somewhere inside you lives a tender part, the part that has carried you through every joy and every sorrow. This part is often quiet, but it feels everything so deeply. It is the you that existed long before the world told you who to be. It is the part of you that once laughed freely, played without fear, and believed in magic. Over time, it may have been hurt, misunderstood, or made to feel small. But even if it has been hidden away for years, it is still here, still waiting, still longing to feel safe and loved. This part is your inner child, and when you begin to listen to it, to speak to it with kindness, something beautiful happens. You start to heal. The inner child is not just a memory of the past. It lives inside you, influencing how you feel, how you react, and how you see the world today. When this inner child feels unloved or unseen, you might notice yourself reacting in ways that surprise you, feeling more sensitive, or finding it hard to trust. And yet, when this part of you feels safe and cherished, life feels lighter, colors seem brighter, and your heart opens with ease. This is why we are here together, to gently bring your inner child into the light, to hold them close, and to let them know it is safe to be here. I want you to think of this inner child as a beautiful garden. It may have been left alone for a while, perhaps covered in weeds or tangled vines. But underneath, the soil is rich. The flowers are still there, waiting for care. And with love, with gentle attention, it begins to bloom again. Healing is not about forcing the garden to grow. It is about giving it the warmth, the water, and the kindness it needs. Each loving thought you offer is like sunlight. Each kind word you speak to yourself is like fresh rain. And slowly, without you even noticing, new life begins to appear. Your thoughts are the seeds you plant in this garden. Every day you are planting something, sometimes love, sometimes fear, sometimes hope, sometimes doubt. The mind is always listening, and the body is always responding. If you tell yourself, I am not enough, that seed will take root and grow. But if you tell yourself, I am safe, I am loved, I am worthy, your whole being will begin to soften and open. This is the beautiful truth. You have the power to choose which seeds you plant. And with every choice, you shape the way you feel, the way you live, the way you heal. You may have noticed that when the heart carries old pain, the body speaks up. It might be in the form of tiredness, tension in your shoulders, or a heavy feeling in your chest. Sometimes the body whispers, and sometimes it shouts. But it is always asking for your attention. This is not a sign that you are broken. It is simply the body's way of saying, please, let's heal this. Your body and your mind are always working together, always reflecting the thoughts you think and the feelings you carry. When you bring peace to your thoughts, your body feels lighter. When you soften your heart, your breath flows more easily. Everything is connected. Healing begins with awareness. The moment you notice your thoughts, you are already opening the door to change. It might be a quiet thought you've carried for years without even realizing it. It might be an old belief that no longer serves you. When you pause, when you listen, you can begin to choose a new way. And every time you choose a thought of love, you are telling your inner child, it's okay now. We are safe. We are loved. So today I invite you to be gentle with yourself. You have carried so much, and yet you are still here, still open to healing, still willing to love. That is something to be deeply proud of. You do not need to rush. You do not need to do it perfectly. You only need to take one small step at a time. Perhaps today that step is placing your hand over your heart and saying softly, I am here for you. Perhaps it is taking one deep, slow breath. Perhaps it is simply allowing yourself to rest. You may not see it right away, but every act of kindness you offer yourself is felt. Your inner child feels it, your body feels it, and life will begin to reflect it back to you. You are creating a new home inside yourself, a home where you feel safe, where you feel loved, where you can grow in peace. And as you do, the world around you will begin to change too, because the love you give to yourself flows outward to everything you touch. Let this be the beginning of a deeper friendship with yourself. Let this be the moment you say yes to your own heart. The inner child within you has been waiting for this, waiting to hear the words, you matter, you are loved, you are safe. And the beautiful thing is, you can give this to yourself every day, in every moment. You are not alone in this journey. You are deeply supported by life itself, and you are more capable of healing than you have ever believed. This is your time. This is your moment. And all of you, every part of you, is welcome here. There is a quiet magic in creating small moments each day where you can turn inward and remind yourself that you are safe, cared for, and loved. Healing does not happen in one grand gesture. It unfolds in the gentle rhythm of daily acts that whisper to your mind and body, I am here for you. When you wake in the morning, before the rush of the day begins, give yourself a few moments to simply be. Place your hand gently over your heart, feel its steady beat, and acknowledge that this is the part of you that has been with you through every experience, never leaving your side. This simple touch sends a signal to your body that it can soften, that it can rest in trust. Breathing can be one of your greatest allies. With every slow inhale, you invite peace into your body. With every exhale, you let go of tension that has been quietly sitting in your chest or your belly. Take 3 deep breaths before you rise from bed. Notice how the breath flows, without forcing it, without judgment. These moments, though they seem small, begin to retrain your nervous system to feel safe. And when your body feels safe, your mind becomes more open to thoughts of love and kindness. Speaking to yourself in a gentle, loving voice is another beautiful daily ritual. The words you use with yourself are like the food you give to your soul. If those words are harsh or critical, you starve the most tender parts of your being. But if they are warm and encouraging, you nourish the garden within. You might begin the day with a simple phrase such as, today I choose peace, or I am learning to love myself more each day. Let these words be like warm sunlight in your mind, melting away the chill of self-doubt. It is also powerful to create a small space in your home, even just a corner, that feels like a sanctuary. A place where you can sit for a few minutes each day, away from the noise. You might place a candle there, a soft blanket, or an object that brings you comfort. This space becomes a physical reminder that you are allowed to pause, that you deserve stillness. Over time, your mind will associate this place with calm, and simply sitting there will bring you back to a state of peace. Throughout the day, look for gentle ways to care for yourself. When you feel stress rising, pause for a moment and place a hand on your belly, feeling it rise and fall. When your thoughts begin to race, take a short walk and notice the feeling of the ground beneath your feet. These small acts, repeated daily, weave a new pattern of safety and self-love into your life. They tell your inner child, I am here with you. You are not alone. Now let us talk about the beauty and strength found in affirmations. Affirmations are not simply words you say, they are seeds you plant in the fertile soil of your mind. Each time you speak an affirmation, you are choosing what will grow there. And the more you repeat these loving words, the deeper their roots go until they become part of the foundation on which your life is built. The mind learns through repetition, so the more you offer it words of love, the more naturally it will think loving thoughts. Affirmations work because the mind does not argue with consistent, gentle truth. At first, it may feel strange to say words like, "I am worthy of love," or "I am safe to express myself." You may not fully believe them yet. That is okay. Think of it like learning a new language, the language of kindness to yourself. Each time you repeat these words, your mind grows more fluent, and your heart begins to recognize them as its own voice. It is helpful to say affirmations at times when your mind is most open, first thing in the morning, before sleep, and during quiet moments in your day. You might speak them aloud, write them in a journal, or whisper them softly in your mind when you feel anxious or unsure. Over time, these affirmations become like trusted friends, always ready to remind you of who you truly are. Some affirmations are especially powerful for healing the inner child because they speak directly to the needs that may have gone unmet in the past. Words like, "It is safe for me to be me," or "I am loved and accepted exactly as I am," wrap around the inner child like a warm blanket. They soothe the old fears and invite in a new sense of belonging. When you speak these affirmations with intention, you are telling the most tender parts of yourself, "I see you, I hear you, I love you." Here are some gentle affirmations you may wish to use. I am safe in this moment. I am worthy of kindness and care. I honor my feelings and allow them to flow. I am enough, just as I am. My heart is open to giving and receiving love. It is safe for me to relax and trust life. When you speak these words, pause after each one and let it sink in. Feel it in your body. Notice if there is a part of you that resists the words. That is simply a part that needs even more love. Over time, resistance fades and these truths become the air you breathe. I would like to invite you into a short, gentle imagery exercise now. Close your eyes if that feels comfortable and take a slow breath in. As you breathe out, imagine yourself standing in a warm, peaceful place. In the distance, you see a small figure. It is your younger self, the part of you that has been waiting for love. Walk slowly toward this younger self. Notice how they look, how they hold themselves. As you approach, offer a smile and see their eyes light up. Kneel down and open your arms. Let them come to you. Feel the embrace, the warmth, the safety. Whisper softly, "You are safe now. I love you. I am here for you." Stay in this moment for as long as you need, breathing gently and allowing love to flow between you. When you are ready, slowly open your eyes. Carry the feeling of that embrace with you through your day. This is not just imagination, it is a conversation with your heart. And every time you return to this image, you strengthen the bond with your inner child. You let them know they are never alone again. This is the work of releasing old pain and inviting in new energy. It is not about erasing the past. It is about holding it with such tenderness that the sharp edges begin to soften. It is about giving your younger self what they always needed: love, safety, and acceptance, right here, right now. As you do this, the weight you have been carrying begins to lift. The fear loosens its grip. The shame starts to fade. And in its place, you begin to feel something lighter, something freer, the pure joy of being alive. Every day brings new opportunities to let go of what no longer serves you and to invite in what will help you grow. Releasing old pain is not about denying that it happened or pretending it didn't hurt. It's about creating space within yourself for something new to take root. The old stories you've carried, stories of not being enough, of being unworthy, of having to prove yourself, can be gently set down. You don't have to throw them away in anger. You can place them down with love, saying, "Thank you for what you taught me, but I am ready for a different story now." One gentle way to begin releasing is through journaling. You might sit quietly with a pen and paper and allow your heart to speak. Write without judgment, letting any thoughts or feelings flow onto the page. You may be surprised at what comes forward. Sometimes it's anger, sometimes sadness, sometimes a longing you had forgotten. As you write, you may begin to feel lighter, as if the paper itself is helping to carry your burden. Another way is through mindful breathing. Sit somewhere comfortable, close your eyes, and imagine breathing out old pain with each exhale and breathing in fresh healing light with each inhale. It's a simple act, yet over time it gently clears the space for new joy to enter. When you replace the old with something loving, you give your inner child the nourishment they've been longing for. Instead of fear, you plant trust. Instead of shame, you plant acceptance. Instead of loneliness, you plant connection. And little by little, this new garden begins to flourish. Life becomes less about surviving and more about truly living. You are not meant to hold on to hurt forever. Your body will thank you when you choose to let it go. Your mind will become clearer, your spirit will feel lighter, and you'll notice that even your relationships begin to change. Because when you treat yourself with love, you naturally invite in those who will love you in the same way. As you continue this journey, it's important to remind yourself each day that healing is a choice you get to make again and again. Some days it will feel easy. Other days it might feel hard. But every single choice to love yourself is a step forward. Healing is not about perfection. It's about progress, about tending to yourself the way you would to something precious. And you are precious. There will be moments when you forget, when old patterns try to return. This is natural. When it happens, pause and place your hand over your heart. Say to yourself, "I am safe. I am loved. I am free to choose again." These words are powerful because they remind you that you are not trapped in your past. You are the author of your present, and you can write a new chapter at any time. I want you to carry with you this truth. You are worthy of love simply because you exist. You do not need to earn it, prove it, or deserve it. It is your birthright. And the more you accept this, the more you will see life reflected back to you. You have within you a deep well of strength and wisdom. Every challenge you faced has added to that wisdom, even the ones that hurt the most. And now, as you move forward, you can use that wisdom to create a life filled with peace, joy, and love. You are here, breathing, listening, and choosing something better for yourself. That is a powerful thing. No matter where you have been, no matter what you have carried, you have the ability to create a life that feels like home. One step, one breath, one loving thought at a time. So as we close this time together, take a slow, deep breath in. Let it fill your lungs, your heart, your whole being. And as you breathe out, release any tension you still hold. Feel yourself soften. Feel the peace that comes when you remember that you are not alone in this journey. Life supports you. Love surrounds you. Healing is flowing through you even now. Let us end with gentle words for your heart to keep. I am safe. I am loved. I am whole. I honor the child within me and offer them kindness every day. I welcome peace into every part of my life. You are enough. You have always been enough. And from this moment forward, may you walk through life with the knowing that you are deeply, completely, and forever loved.